Being a truly smart woman is not about collecting degrees, having a perfect career, or making every decision without mistakes. It goes much deeper than that. It is about the way you carry yourself every single day, the way you think before you act, the choices you make when no one is watching, and the life you slowly build with patience and purpose. Real intelligence shows in your habits, your attitude, and your ability to keep moving even when life becomes difficult. Every challenge becomes a lesson instead of a reason to quit. Every setback becomes another chance to grow stronger. Think about it. Anyone can look confident for a few minutes, but lasting confidence comes from the promises you keep to yourself. Every time you face fear instead of running from it, every time you speak up when your voice shakes, and every time you trust yourself to solve a problem, you become stronger than you were yesterday. The women who inspire others are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear control their future. They understand that confidence is built through action, not waiting. Keep watching because the next lesson may completely change the way you see yourself. The strongest version of you is already growing, one decision at a time, and every small step you take today is shaping the woman you will become tomorrow. Another quality that separates smart women from everyone else is emotional control. Life will always bring stressful moments. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. Unexpected problems will appear without warning. But instead of reacting with anger or making decisions in the heat of the moment, a wise woman pauses. She gives herself time to think clearly before she speaks. She understands that one calm response often has more power than 100 emotional reactions. She listens carefully, observes quietly, and trusts both her mind and her experience before making important choices. This quiet strength earns respect wherever she goes because people know they can depend on her judgment. She does not waste energy trying to win every argument or prove every point. She focuses on protecting her peace instead. That simple habit changes relationships, improves opportunities, and builds a reputation that lasts for years. Stay with me because the next principle is one that many people overlook, yet it can completely change your future if you practice it every single day. A smart woman also understands that financial independence creates freedom. This does not mean you must become a millionaire overnight. It means you learn how money works instead of letting money control you. You know where your income goes each month. You create healthy saving habits. You avoid unnecessary spending. You look for ways to grow your future instead of only thinking about today. When you understand your finances, you gain confidence that cannot be taken away by circumstances. You make decisions because they are right for your life, not because you are forced into them. Along with financial wisdom comes another powerful habit: setting healthy boundaries. A smart woman does not try to please everyone. She knows that saying yes to everything often means saying no to herself. She protects her time, her energy, and her peace. She does not allow disrespect to become normal, and she does not feel guilty for walking away from situations that harm her well-being. The moment you stop allowing others to cross your limits, your confidence begins to rise. You discover a level of self-respect that changes every part of your life. And trust me, the final lesson ties everything together in a way you may not expect. The smartest women never believe they know everything. They stay curious. They keep learning. They read books, listen to different ideas, ask thoughtful questions, and welcome new experiences that help them grow. They understand that the world never stops changing, so they continue improving themselves instead of becoming comfortable. They are not afraid to admit they still have more to learn, because growth is always more valuable than pretending to be perfect. Every lesson adds another layer of wisdom. Every experience builds stronger character. In the end, being a smart woman is not about having all the answers. It is about becoming someone who is confident enough to keep searching for them. It is about trusting yourself, managing your emotions, taking responsibility for your finances, protecting your boundaries, and choosing growth again and again. The life you dream about is built through these daily choices. The strongest, wisest, and most confident version of you already exists inside you. Now it is your turn to let her shine. Remember this whenever doubt appears. Confidence is not the feeling that nothing can go wrong. Confidence is the decision that, no matter what happens, you will find a way forward. If you truly believe that, then nothing can stop the incredible future waiting for you. The smartest women do not sit around waiting until they finally feel ready. They understand that action comes first and confidence follows after. Every time you move forward, even when fear is whispering in your ear, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your doubts. That is how confidence is built. Think back for a moment. When was the last time you did something completely new? Maybe you spoke during an important meeting, traveled somewhere alone, started a new project, or made a decision that felt uncomfortable. In that moment, your heart may have raced, your hands may have shaken, and your mind may have questioned everything. But you still moved forward. You made it through. Maybe it wasn't perfect, but perfection was never the goal. What you gained was far more valuable. You gained evidence that you can face difficult situations and come out stronger. That is what real confidence looks like. It is not something people are born with. It is something they build through daily choices. Every challenge you face becomes another brick in the foundation of your self-belief. Keep watching because the next lesson might completely change the way you think about fear. Sometimes the biggest breakthrough in your life begins with one small step that almost scared you out of taking it. One of the biggest misunderstandings about confidence is believing it appears after success. The truth is exactly the opposite. Confidence grows because of action, not because of perfect results. It grows every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you step outside your comfort zone, and every time you refuse to let fear make your decisions. Your mind naturally wants to keep you safe. It tries to protect you from uncertainty and discomfort. That is why, whenever you try something new, negative thoughts often appear. What if I fail? What if people judge me? What if I am not good enough? Smart women recognize these thoughts for what they really are. They are not facts. They are simply fear trying to stop growth before it even begins. Instead of believing every doubtful thought, they take the next step anyway. They remind themselves that they do not need to feel completely ready before they begin. They only need the courage to start. Courage always comes before confidence. Confidence is earned by proving to yourself that you can handle uncomfortable moments. Stay with me because the next idea could completely change the way you look at failure and help you move through life with far less fear. Many people spend years avoiding failure because they believe it says something negative about who they are. But smart women see failure differently. They understand that every mistake teaches a lesson, every setback reveals a better direction, and every rejection provides valuable information for future success. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey that leads to success. Think about the strongest and most confident woman you know. She has probably experienced disappointment, faced criticism, made mistakes, and questioned herself many times. The difference is that she refused to stop. Every challenge became another opportunity to become wiser, stronger, and more resilient. Real confidence is not living without fear. Real confidence is choosing not to let fear make your choices. You build that confidence little by little every single day. You speak even when your voice feels uncertain. You make decisions without explaining yourself to everyone. You stop apologizing for taking up space. Most importantly, you stop waiting for permission to chase your dreams. Confident women trust themselves enough to move forward before everything feels perfect. That simple decision changes the direction of their entire lives. And it can change yours too if you choose it today. Another powerful habit of smart women is refusing to compare themselves with everyone around them. The moment you measure your value against another person's journey, you hand over your confidence. Wise women know that real confidence comes from within. It does not come from social media, outside approval, or trying to be better than someone else. It comes from believing that your own journey has value. Every person moves at a different pace, faces different challenges, and follows a different path. Your job is not to copy someone else's life. Your job is to become the strongest version of yourself. That is why smart women also protect their peace by creating healthy boundaries. They understand that boundaries are not walls designed to push people away. They are healthy limits that teach others how to treat them with respect. They protect their time, their energy, and their emotional well-being. Too many women grow up believing they must always say yes, avoid conflict, and put everyone else's needs before their own. But when you ignore your own limits for too long, you eventually become exhausted, frustrated, and emotionally drained. Keep watching because this next principle can completely change the quality of every relationship in your life. Healthy boundaries begin with self-respect. If you do not value your own time and energy, it becomes difficult to expect others to value them either. Many women feel guilty when they start saying no because they worry they will disappoint someone. But smart women understand that protecting their peace is not selfish. It is necessary. Every boundary sends a simple message. This is what I will accept, and this is what I will no longer allow. Building strong boundaries starts with honest self-reflection. Ask yourself what situations leave you feeling tired, ignored, or taken for granted. Notice the moments when your peace disappears. Those feelings often point directly toward a boundary that needs to be created. Once you recognize your limits, communicate them calmly and clearly. You do not need long explanations or endless apologies. You can simply say, "I can't do that," or "That doesn't work for me." People who truly respect you will also respect your boundaries. Those who become upset are often benefiting from the fact that you never had limits before. Remember this whenever you feel uncertain. Every time you protect your peace, you strengthen your confidence. Every time you honor your own values, you become a little stronger. And when confidence, courage, and self-respect come together, you stop living according to everyone else's expectations and begin creating a life that truly belongs to you. A confident woman knows that a simple answer is often the strongest one. She says, "That doesn't work for me," or "I need some time for myself," and she leaves it there. No long explanations, no endless apologies, no guilt-filled speeches. A calm and respectful answer is enough. Many people believe the hardest part of having boundaries is saying the words, but that is only the beginning. The real challenge comes after you speak them. The moment you begin protecting your time and energy, some people will resist. Those who are comfortable crossing your limits may suddenly complain, question you, or try to make you feel guilty. They may say you have changed or accuse you of being selfish. But wise women understand that this reaction is not a sign they are doing something wrong. In many cases, it is proof that they are finally standing up for themselves. Healthy boundaries are never about controlling someone else's behavior. They are about deciding what you will and will not accept. If someone refuses to respect your limits, you respond with action instead of endless arguments. That is where real confidence begins. Stay with me, because the next lesson could completely change the way you protect your peace and build stronger relationships. Wise women know that boundaries only work when they are followed by action. If someone repeatedly ignores your limits, you reduce the access they have to your life. If a friend constantly calls only to unload their problems while never respecting your time, you stop answering every call immediately. If a coworker keeps trying to place extra responsibilities on your shoulders, you calmly say, "I can't take that on right now." There is no anger, no drama, and no need to defend your decision. You simply stay consistent. This is where many people struggle because guilt begins to appear. If you have spent years putting everyone else first, choosing yourself may feel uncomfortable in the beginning. You may wonder if you are being unfair or uncaring. But protecting your well-being is not selfish. Your time matters, your energy matters, your peace matters. The people who truly care about you will respect your healthy limits. Those who become upset are often the ones who benefited from your lack of boundaries. Remember that whenever you begin to question yourself. The freedom you are looking for often starts with one simple word: no. Keep watching, because what comes next explains why boundaries and confidence always grow together. Something amazing happens when you begin respecting your own limits. Your confidence starts growing naturally. You stop feeling trapped by other people's expectations and begin making choices that match your values. Life becomes lighter because you are no longer carrying responsibilities that never belonged to you. You attract healthier friendships, stronger relationships, and people who value your honesty instead of taking advantage of your kindness. Boundaries quietly teach others how to treat you. They send a clear message that your needs are important and your self-respect is not negotiable. Wise women never wait for permission before protecting their peace, because they understand that their emotional well-being deserves the same care as everyone else's. Confidence grows the same way. It is not something you are born with. It is something you strengthen every day. Real confidence is not about appearance or speaking the loudest in the room. It is about trusting yourself enough to move forward without constantly doubting your value. It is a decision you make every morning. You choose to believe you are capable, worthy, and strong, even when fear tries to convince you otherwise. That simple decision changes everything over time. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing they must feel confident before taking action. Wise women know the opposite is true. Action creates confidence. Every time you do something that feels uncomfortable, you become a little stronger. Every time you speak, even though your voice shakes, apply for the opportunity that scares you, or step into a new challenge without knowing every answer. You prove to yourself that you can handle more than you once believed. Self-doubt will always try to interrupt your progress. It whispers that you are not smart enough, experienced enough, or ready enough. But those thoughts are not facts. They are simply fear asking you to stay where everything feels familiar. Instead of believing that voice, wise women answer it with action. When doubt says you can't do this, they quietly think, "Watch me." When fear asks, "What if I fail?" they answer, "Then I will learn, improve, and try again." Every promise you keep to yourself builds another layer of confidence. Every goal you begin, no matter how small, teaches your mind that you can trust yourself. That trust becomes stronger than fear, and once that happens, your entire life begins to move in a different direction. Another powerful habit of confident women is that they stop depending on other people's approval. The moment your confidence depends on praise, you give away your power. Wise women understand that self-worth comes from within. They do not chase validation or spend their lives trying to make everyone happy. They respect themselves first, and that respect becomes visible in the way they speak, the way they carry themselves, and the decisions they make every day. They speak up when something feels wrong. They walk away from situations that constantly drain them. They refuse to make themselves smaller just to make someone else comfortable. They stand tall, maintain steady eye contact, and carry themselves with quiet confidence, because body language often speaks before words ever do. Even if they feel nervous inside, they choose to act with confidence until it becomes natural. Most importantly, they understand that failure is never the end of the story. Every successful person has faced disappointment, rejection, and mistakes. The difference is that they refuse to let those moments define them. They treated every setback as another lesson that made them wiser. Confidence is not something you wait for. It is something you create through daily action, healthy boundaries, self-respect, and the courage to keep moving forward. The day you stop letting fear control your choices is the day you begin living life on your own terms. And that is the moment everything truly starts to change. Every time you say yes to something that does not truly serve your life, you are often saying no to something that matters far more. You say no to your own goals, no to your peace of mind, no to your priorities, and no to the future you are trying to build. That is not kindness. It is slowly abandoning your own needs. Wise women understand that healthy boundaries are not about controlling other people. They are about taking responsibility for themselves and honoring the life they want to create. If a situation leaves you feeling drained, uncomfortable, or disconnected from your values, you have every right to set a limit. And the best part is that you do not need to write a long speech to explain yourself. A simple no is complete on its own. A calm answer delivered with confidence is enough. The first step is becoming aware of where your boundaries are missing. Pay attention to the moments when frustration, resentment, or emotional exhaustion appear. Those feelings are not random. They are important signals telling you that something in your life needs to change. Maybe it is a friendship where you give far more than you receive. Maybe it is a family member who constantly ignores your personal space. Maybe it is work that keeps stealing time from the life you want to live. Keep watching, because the next step is where real transformation begins, and it may change the way you protect your peace forever. Once you recognize where your boundaries belong, the next step is learning to communicate them with confidence. People cannot respect limits they have never been told about. Wise women do not expect others to read their minds. They speak clearly, calmly, and respectfully. They do not fill every sentence with apologies or guilt. Instead of saying, "I'm so sorry, but maybe I can't," they simply say, "I need some time for myself," or "that won't work for me." Notice the difference. One invites negotiation, the other creates clarity. Confidence makes your message stronger without making you unkind. Of course, not everyone will like your boundaries, and that is perfectly normal. The people who genuinely care about your well-being will respect them. Those who become upset often benefited from your lack of limits. Their reaction is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is protecting your own peace. And this is where many people struggle the most. Setting a boundary is easy compared to enforcing it. Once you begin saying no, some people will test your limits. They may pressure you, make you feel guilty, or remind you of the version of yourself that always gave in. This is the moment that defines your growth. Will you return to old habits, or will you stay true to yourself? Stay with me because this next lesson separates